Let's see. How we doing, y'all? How are we doing? Got everything set up just in the nick of time? I think we're all ready to go. Only pending item. We'll see how this works. I'm going to attempt to connect my headphones to my iPad so I can watch the commentary. Or not watch, but listen is what I should say. Let's go here. Yeah, the game is not kicked off yet, so I think we're good. How we doing, chat? How we doing? Hope everyone who is watching is doing well. Why is it not showing up? It's not this, is it? It's already connected. Oh, it's already connected, I think. My iPad's not going to recognize my headphones. That's a bummer. It's okay. It's not the biggest deal. Well, kickoff is about to be underway. They are kicking it off to us, so the ball placement is accurate. And it looks like we will have a return. I mean, I still want to connect if possible. That's weird. Oh, there it is. All right. Now let's see what's going on in the game. Okay, I think we just missed a play or two, maybe. So both our offensive tackles are out, Ursery and Trent Brown. So it's not ideal. Is this first and 10? I think. No, second and 5. So we'd have a good run play or something like that. The first play. All right, CJ takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to Woody Marks, who is going to be short of a first down. Just about a yard short. It's going to be third down and about 1 or 2. All right, CJ's going to take it from the shotgun. It's third and 1. He drops back to pass. He's going to throw. Throws a deep. Oh, he's open. That's a touchdown. Jaden, go, 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 go. It's a touchdown. Wow. I don't know why he was so slow. Jaden Higgins. Wow. Let's look at that replay. He got wide open. Got wide open against that secondary. Just outran the guy. I don't know what he was doing, but that's a clean touchdown. CJ Stroud to Jaden Higgins. You like to see it. 6-0. Oh, yeah, let's update that score. It is going to be 7-0. All right. You like to see it. Third play of the game. I mean, we need our offense to be moving if we want to like do anything in the playoffs because we have the championship defense, but we need our offense to like, just we need the O line to protect like they did that play. So very good stuff. Glad to see it. Now let me make sure I can hear. Just we need the O line to protect like they did that play. So very good stuff. Glad to see it. Yep, very nice. I'm heard well. Okay. Let's get my live stream. Uh let's see. 1 second. All right. We take those. We indeed take those. It's a pretty good start. I didn't see the first play. I assume it was just like a nice like run, like a 5-yard run or something like that. But then no, he just threw it deep. The guy was wide open. Again, Jaden Higgins looked a little slow. I wasn't exactly sure what was up with that. But, it doesn't matter. He was wide open. We got the touchdown, and we are rolling. We are indeed rolling. All right. Mm-hmm. All right. There we go. You like to see it. 3 plays, 84 yards. All right. So the Chargers offense is going to trot on the field. You see Justin Herbert over there. Last week he had a pretty good game against Dallas, is what they're showing. Amari and Hampton back in the lineup. That's going to be very important. Especially with Vidal hurt. It's kind of a revolving door of the running back position. So we'll see what they can do. Herbert's going to take it from the 35-yard line. He's going to hand it off to Hampton, who is going to get about 2 or 3 yards before getting tripped up. It's going to be 2nd and 8. 2nd and 8. Herbert will take the snap from under center. He's going to hand it off to Amarian. Looked like he was going to throw, but decided to hand it off at the last second. It's going to be 3rd and about 5, give or take. Oh, yeah, let's move the ball. All right, we got a big third down here. Let's bring him off the field. 3rd and 5. Herbert will be in the shotgun. I assume that's Amarian next to him. Drops back to pass. He's going to get taken down. The Neil Hunter. Oh, yeah. You like to see it. That pass rush. Yeah, Herbert's just going to get taken down on that play. Cooked by the, cooked by the guard. Come on, Houston. Oh, yeah. Houston Texans. How's it going, Midnight? Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. Texans had a quick score to... Oh, sorry. Sorry, I'm adjusting on my headphones. Texans had a quick score to go up 7-0. On third down, Stroud's found Jaden Higgins for like a touchdown. It was like an 80-something yard drive, I think. Maybe 70, but something like that. Go Houston. Oh, yeah. But then we just forced a 3 and out on them because we got a sack. So that's commercial. So you really like to see it. Also, just on football for fun, like innovating type of thing. Like I'm trying these headphones because I'm getting the games through my headphones, but also it could be tricky to do commentary while listening to it. So we'll see. Like when I have these out, that means it's a commercial. Did the game just start? Yes, it started a few minutes ago. We're already up 7-0, but the game started about 10 or 15 minutes ago. So we're off to a really good start. I'm really glad to see it. Isaac couldn't join us, sadly. I did invite him to, but he has other plans, I believe. I believe he'll be doing something for the Panthers game, whomever you... Oh, you'll play the Rams, right? Yeah, I believe he'll be doing commentary then. I'm going to be on a camping trip starting tomorrow morning, so I'm actually going to be completely out of commission until like Wednesday or Thursday, I think. So I won't be doing any like streams on Sunday or reactions or anything like that. So hopefully... I know Isaac and I have been, we've been trying to get 500 for the end of the year. That seems like a stretch, unless this stream blows up or something like that, which is entirely possible, but it seems like we'll get close, maybe 490 or something like that, but, regardless, we're grinding and appreciate everyone who has stopped by. We play the Seahawks, already beat the Rams. Oh, did I say Rams? I meant to say Seahawks. Yeah, I knew it was one of those NFC West teams. I think I got the teams mixed up. All right. Yeah, I think the game's gonna come back on here in a little bit. Enjoy your camping trip. Kind of jealous. Yeah, I mean, we'll see how it goes. I'm looking forward to it. I mean, it's not every day that you're just like outdoors and like just camping and like things like that. I'm sure it's gonna be cold and things like that, and limited internet access and everything. So hopefully I can keep an eye on what's going on in the NFL. But no, it'll be good to kind of like recharge for a few days and be back in time for a new year, and then just kind of go from there. But yeah, I will definitely enjoy. You love camping? Yeah. Looks like Herbert like is can't tell. Like his arm is just kind of standing there. Like it looks like he got rattled a little bit from that sack. All right, it's going to be 1st and 10. CJ is going to drop back to pass. He throws. It is caught by Jaden Higgins. There we go. Jaden Higgins with the touchdown catch earlier. CJ Stroud is going to get a first down. Would just be BYBA? Be a cabin in the mountains if I could afford it. Yeah. I don't think we'll quite be in the mountains, but I think it'll be like, it's some state park in Texas. I'm not exactly sure where, but it's by a river. 1st and 10. CJ will take the snap from under center. He's going to hand it off to Woody Marks, who is going to get stuffed for about... Oh, he might fight for a couple more yards. It looked like he was getting stuffed around like 1 or 2 yards, but it looks like he might actually get closer to 5. Oh, buy a cabin, the Matsons. Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah. If only you could buy one, right? That would be pretty cool. You just buy a cabin by the mountains, just kind of chill there for the rest of your life. Like that'd be pretty cool. It's 2nd and 5, so the effort got him additional like 4 yards. He's gonna drop back to pass. He throws. It's caught, and Xavier Hutchinson's gonna get the first down and then some. All right. Well, you like to see it. The offense is moving, which is good because our defense continues to kind of shine in that spot, and our offense is just going to continue to move the ball. So if we can keep this level of consistency, then we should be able to win the game. That'll be a very good sign going into the playoffs. But we gotta be consistent. We can't be like the game against the Raiders where we're very inconsistent with the passing and everything like that. Let's keep it the way it is. All right. Stroud's gonna drop back to pass. He throws deep. And it's a touchdown. No way. Jalen Knoll this time. Am I watching the Houston Texans offense? No way. No freaking way. Wow. I mean, it's not like the LA defense is bad. Wow. Jalen Knoll. Look at that route. I know y'all can't see it, but oh, left him for dust. Number 2. Is that Asante Samuel? I can't really tell. Whew! Wow. There we go. You like to see it. The Chargers are going to be scary with the healthy line. Y'all are going to win today, though, despite your prediction. Yes, at this point, my prediction is not looking very good. All right, we're already at 14-0 in the first quarter. All right. I'm going to be right back. I actually have something special. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. All right. Despite your prediction, right. Um, Hey, look at this. Show the game. Unfortunately, I can't just because of like copyright and things like that. So I'm just commenting like play by play, describing what I see on my iPad. But I can show you this. I have a Texans cup. Here, let's see. I actually want to make sure that when I drink, that y'all see. There we go. Teddy, hope you are doing well. Welcome to the stream. All right. Well, that's a good start. I am all here for it. Show belt buckle. Belt buckle? I can't say that I have one. Uh, okay. So, CJ is already at 4 for 4, 142 yards. And this is the first quarter. We're not even halfway done with the first quarter. Absolutely crazy. That's a bit sus. Yeah, just a little bit. It's not every day that you're asked to show a belt buckle that you don't have. So, yeah, just a little bit. Yeah. And then on defense, we had already we sacked them on third down. So let's see if we can keep it up again. But hey, y'all like my Texans cup, my Texans Yeti, whatever you want to call it. Not a Yeti, it's a Foco. Oh, that's cool. I like it. Christmas present, as well as these headphones, that banner, and you can't really see it, but the chair I'm sitting on was also Christmas present. Just a standard office chair, but it's better than what I had before. Hampton's going to take the handoff. He's going to gain about 4 yards. It's going to be second down at about 6. Oh, Alshire's on the field. That's good. I didn't realize that. We were missing him last week because Ashton Genty absolutely torched us. So it's good to have him back on the field. It is going to be second and 6 for the Chargers. Hope you and yours had a nice Christmas. Yeah, I appreciate that. It was a great Christmas. I think a Yeti is not thin at the bottom. Yeah. Oh, Hampton is going to get stopped by Danielle Hunter. Only going to gain about 3 yards. So that's going to be third and about 2 for the Chargers. We have a big third down here. I'd say especially for the Chargers because if you're the Chargers, you really need to move down the field. You're already down 14-0, so we gotta push the envelope. The Yeti holds some more ounces. Gotcha. It's going to be third down and 3. Herbert is going to be in an empty backfield. Hampton is going to join him, though. Herbert is going to take the snap from shotgun. It's third and 3. He's going to hand it off to Hampton. Oh, no, never mind. He doesn't. He throws it. I thought it was a handoff. But he faked the handoff. He threw it to, I believe, Trey Harris, who got the first down, stopped by Jalen Petrie. Yeti has become a common term for insulated cups and coolers. Yeah, I kind of think so. Kind of like how Band-Aid is a brand, but it's just a common word for just a bandage. I'm pretty sure Band-Aid's a brand, right? I think there are others, but yeah, I think Yeti has kind of like dominated the market share so much that it's just been a common name. But technically, this is apparently Foco. Foco is the brand. It's gonna be a handoff to Omarion Hampton on first down, who's gonna take it for about probably 4 or 5 yards on effort. Or Kleenex, yeah. Kleenex is the other one. My Yeti says 667 on it. That's 667, not 67. Ah, okay. Q-tips, yeah. Yeah, the Chargers' offensive line is pretty decimated with injuries, but so is ours. So it kind of goes both ways, right? But oh, Omarion Hampton's gonna get stuffed on second and 5. So it is going to be third down and about 5. Band-Aid is sticky, bandage is not sticky. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, if you know the technicalities better than I do, I can't really argue with that. I was assuming that bandage was any like anything that could like cover up like a like a bleed or something like that. But what do I know, right? What do I know? It's me third and 5 from about the 45-yard line. Herbert will take the snap from shotgun. He drops back to pass. He's going to get taken down again. This time, Will Anderson and I think Sheldon Rankins. Nice. Taken down once again on third down. Critical sack. And the Chargers are going to have to punt. Yeah, the right tackle kind of obliterated by Will Anderson. I think Sheldon Rankins primarily got the sack. They'll probably count as half each. Yeah, they both got a hand on him. Yep. All right, we're gonna punt. All right, you like to see it. Um, So I mean, no. So far, this has been a great game. Just everything you could have imagined. Like you have the offense churning. You got the two deep passes that are touchdowns. Two rookies, Jaden Higgins and Jalen Noel. You got the defense showing out. Pretty much shutting down Amari and Hampton, and then getting two critical sacks on Justin Herbert. So no, you really like to see it. And we have the 14-0 advantage. We do get the ball back. So hopefully we just control the game from here, don't let up anything, and then can just win. We don't have to win in a blowout, although that would be nice. But if we even if we finish this game, the score was like, you know, 24-14 or something, that'd be totally fine. Like a win is a win. It's the NFL. You don't get style points, right? So I am pretty happy about that. Pretty dang happy about that. Also, where I did notice we're at 482 subscribers, so if anyone watching the stream has subscribed, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. We're trying to get to 500 as soon as we can. Isaac and I have been saying by end of the year, but it seems unlikely that we'll get to that feat. Nobody's even watching this game. What do you mean nobody's watching this game? Like it's Saturday. It's a Saturday after Christmas. There's nothing else really going on. I'm sure this game's getting pretty good viewership. Maybe the game later will have more viewers, but I mean, I think it's pretty well watched. I did sub. Yep, greatly appreciate Teddy. Thank you so much. Welcome to the Football for Fun community. Hope you enjoy our videos. My co-host Isaac and I we'll do like predictions and reactions and game commentaries and things like that. So we have lots of fun. All right. We got the ball back. It's going to be 1st and 10. CJ will take the snap from about the 21-yard line from shotgun. Drop back to pass. He throws. It's caught. And he's going to get stuffed. Caught for about 4 or 5 yards as Jalen Noel. Pitt and Penn State just played. Now they're napping, waking up for the Packers game. Oh, okay, yeah. No, anyone who decides to take a nap now, I don't necessarily blame them. It's been a long week, obviously, with Christmas and everything like that. 2nd and 6, CJ takes the snap. He hands it off to Sheriff Woody Marks, who is going to get. Oh, sorry, that's not Sheriff Woody Marks. That's Jawar Jordan, who's going to get a gain. Who's going to take it for a gain of about 2 or 3 yards, bringing it to 3rd down. 3rd and 4. 3rd and 4 is what they're saying. All right. It's 3rd and 4. Let's get it. Chargers really need to stop. CJ's going to take the snap from shotgun. He drops back. He throws. It's caught. And that's a 1st down for Christian Kirk. CJ's been looking better since he came back. A lot of that's due to y'all's line stepping up and being a lot better, too. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I think our O-line is playing really well despite the injuries. This game, it's obviously a small sample size, but I think our offensive line has improved. It's still not good. It's not great, obviously, but I think there's definitely been some improvement there. And then having the defense helps, of course, but No, CJ's been really stepping it up. It's really good to see. It's going to be 1st and 10. CJ is going to hand it off. And Woody Marks is only going to get about a yard or two. Setting up second and about 8. Joe Mixon on the roster is a curse. How's that a curse? I mean, it's kind of weird how he's MIA basically, but I'm not sure how that would be classified as a curse. So he's 2nd and 9 is what they're calling it. Woody Marks only with 1 yard. 2nd and 9, CJ drops back to pass. He's going to throw, and it's incomplete. Looks like there was just miscommunication between Higgins and CJ. Higgins just went straight. CJ threw below him. So looks like there's just a miscommunication on the route or whatever. Which happens. It's 3rd and 9. Hopefully we can get this one and continue to drive down the field. We will take all the points we can get. Looks like the Chargers are showing blitz. Play clock is running. CJ takes the snap. He's gonna throw it away. Didn't have anyone and was under duress already, so just threw it away. It's gonna be 4th and 9, and we're gonna punt. It's fine. It happens. Yeah, one guy was let free, like literally unblocked. Are y'all going to do anything special if we got a Football for Fun Super Bowl? Probably not during the game, because I'm sure I'd be watching it with family. But definitely the week leading up to it, I'm sure we'd go viral if we had a Football for Fun Super Bowl. Like, Texans fan, Panthers fan have a podcast together, and Texans and Panthers not the biggest franchises, and yet they meet in the Super Bowl. I'm sure that will go viral, but week of Super Bowl, or I guess it's 2 weeks between the championship and Super Bowl. I'm sure would have like a lot of content and banter and everything like that. So it would be special for sure. I don't know necessarily about the game itself, because I think I'd be watching it with my family, but it would be pretty fun. I would take that Super Bowl. I mean, I'd take any Houston Super Bowl appearance, but I'd be here for that one. All right. So we just punted. I mean, it's fine. I mean, I'm not too discouraged about that. I think basically what happens is that on 2nd and 9, CJ and Higgins just had a miscommunication. Then on 3rd and 9, the Chargers just showed blitz, and they just had one guy let loose, and we just couldn't really do anything, which happens. Joe can retire from the NFL after 10 years. That's 2027. Will your team pay for that? This is year 9 he did not play? Um, After 10 years, will your team pay for that? I don't know how that works. I don't know how like the whole retirement and everything like that, like who pays for what, how that works. That would be I'd have to like look into that. Um, I'm not exactly sure. Is it like if a player like goes like retires after 10 years, like the team pays for it or something like that? The only downside to a Panthers Texans Super Bowl would be listening to every talking head debate whether or not the Panthers should have taken CJ instead. That's true. Yeah, I'm sure y'all wouldn't. I'm sure y'all wouldn't live that down. Yeah, that'd be pretty rough. Y'all, I think next commercial break I'm gonna make some coffee. Actually, I kind of need it, so just not now, because we're about to go back to the game, and obviously we gotta see the possession. But after, I might go make some coffee. Could really use. I know it's a little later, but need to bring up the energy for football for fun. Yeah, Daniel Hunter, Will Anderson, what a duo! What a duo! All right, Justin Herbert and the Chargers are going to take it. It's going to be 1st and 10 from about the 18-yard line. CJ is good, but the NFC will win this year's Lombardi. Drops back to pass. He throws to Omar Hampton, who is going to get stopped by Jalen Petrie. Allows Omar to get about 4 yards on the play. Go Houston, Texas. Yes, Jason, we like to hear that. Go Houston. H-Town, Swarm, whatever you want to say. I didn't know players got paid pensions. I don't think I knew that either. I think I might have heard it before, but I didn't necessarily know that myself. 2nd and 5, Herbert is going to hand it off to Hampton, who is going to get stuffed. Not going anywhere, so it's going to be 3rd and about the same. 3rd and about 5. Houston going to win? I mean, it's looking like that. I mean, it's still a little early to tell for sure, but we're definitely favored at this point. We're up 14-0. Our defense has been playing well. Our offense is showing out. Why, yes, the Panthers are winning, and they are in the NFC. Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, if someone from the NFC is going to win it, why not you guys, right? Justin Herbert drops back to pass. He throws, and it's dropped. Oh, man. Keenan Allen, the veteran, drops it on a critical 3rd down. It was right in his hands, and he couldn't come up with it. Wow. Yeah. No, literally in his hands. Like, just in his hands. He couldn't bring it up. 4th and 4, Chargers are going to punt it, I imagine. Yep. We'll get the ball back. And they punt it. Noel's going to take the fair catch. There's a flag. Oh, there's a flag. I think Noel was interfered with on the fair catch. But there's another flag on the other side of the field, apparently. I don't think we ran into the punter, but I could be wrong. They're calling a holding. Okay, I mean, we still get the ball, but that's a 10-yard penalty. Backed up 10 yards. The Saints didn't make it, so nobody in the playoffs scares me. Yes. I mean, y'all have shown the ability to beat just about anyone. Y'all beat the Rams. Y'all beat the Packers. Um, y'all have shown the ability to do that for sure. So y'all should be able to beat anyone, especially if you host the first playoff game. All right, 1st and 10. CJ Stroud's gonna take it from the shotgun from about the 16, 17-yard line. CJ is gonna pitch it to Woody Marks, who's gonna take it for about 3 or 4 yards, bringing up 2nd and about 7. 2nd and 7. And I think that's gonna be first quarter. All right. I'm gonna start making my coffee. I will be right back. Okay, coffee's brewing. Oh, coffee's brewing, so it's probably gonna be a second. So we'll check on it here in a little bit. All right. Justin Herbert's hand. I think that's his non-throwing hand, but still, it's all covered up. All right. It's going to be 2nd and 7 from about the 20-yard line. CJ drops back to pass. Under pressure, he throws, and it was tipped at the line, I believe, and incomplete, intended for Christian Kirk. It's going to bring us to 3rd and 7. Yeah, that was a nice tip by number 90, I believe. I'm not sure who that is, but shout out to him for the tip. Preventing a big completion. It's 3rd and 7. CJ's going to take it from shotgun. Drops back to pass. He throws. It's caught. Nico Collins takes it for about maybe 15 yards. It's going to be 1st and 10 from about the 35-yard line. CJ to Nico with the big completion. And that's another Houston first down. There we go. You like to see it. CJ hands it off to, I think it's George Jordan, who takes it for 9 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Gain of 8 is what they're saying. So 2nd and 2. Nice. Oh, yeah. No, you like to see it. You like to see it from the Texans offense. All right, CJ's going to pitch it to Xavier Hutchinson, who is going to take it for the first down and then some past the 50-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 once again. It was faked to, I believe, Woody Marks, and then he pitched it to the other side to Xavier Hutchinson, who took it for a first down. The Texans are past the 50-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10. CJ hands it off. Jawar Jordan is going to be stuffed for maybe a yard, like a half yard. It is going to be 2nd down. It's going to be 2nd down and 10. CJ will take the snap from shotgun. Drops back, throws. It's caught by Dalton Schultz, who is going to get close to the first down. Tried to fight for it, but it's... Oh! We don't need fighting. What's that? Dalton just like... I know Schultz was initially hit, but no one saw that. Everyone's going to see the second push, and we're going to get penalized for that. Not ideal. To just don't fight. Like don't. There's no need. Yeah, they're calling it unnecessary roughness. Yeah, why do that? Like he was hit. Yeah, he was hit by Tart, but okay, that's a flop by Tart though. He's just like, what? But yeah, no, I do agree. Like, yes, he got hit first, but it's gonna be the second time that's always gonna be noticed. That was dumb. I'm surprised he's still on the field. He should be benched for a play. That's 3rd and 17. You really cost your team there. And CJ's gonna drop back to pass. He throws. Sheriff Woody marks, and that's gonna be it. Not even taken to the 50-yard line. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're gonna punt it back to them. It could have been 3rd and 3 or something like that, but boop, pushed him back. Ay, ay, ay. So stupid. So stupid. All right, looks like we're going to pin him at about the 8-yard line. All right, be right back with some coffee. I got my Texans coffee cup as well. So I have a Texans Yeti as well as a Texans coffee cup. So cheers. Where this tag is, maybe we can take it off. Well, didn't really do much. Might be better to do when there's not liquid in the container. Letting yourself get baited into a penalty is dumb, but baiting someone into getting penalized or ejected because you can't beat them is a ins 8 in inch move. Baiting someone getting penalized or ejected because you can't beat them. I mean, that's true. I mean, like, both sides, it's not great. It's not great from both sides, but, like, Schultz just doesn't, like, just don't do anything. Just ignore it, right? I get he was hit first. I get that, but it's always going to be the second person who gets caught for it. That's just the way it is. Now, maybe the first player will get fined or something like that. I'm not entirely sure. I mean, both of them will get fined, but it's always going to be the second player who gets caught. All right. It's going to be 1st and 10 from about the 8-yard line. He's going to hand it off, and Hampton is going to get stuffed, maybe get a yard. Oh, no. Al-Shair is hurt. Oh, no. That's not ideal. Hopefully he's okay. Ay ay ay. Not ideal. Not ideal. Alshire missed last week. He's a middle linebacker, Pro Bowl middle linebacker, and his absence was part of the reason why Ashton Genty absolutely torched us last week. So if we miss him, especially for games until like the playoffs and things like that, that's not ideal. We need him. Even if we need to like rest him or whatever, like we need him. Hopefully he gets up on his own power, he's fine and everything like that, but yeah, you hate to see it. Oh, I miss your message, Teddy. Hey, what's the first Super Bowl you did live? We haven't like done a Super Bowl live. Um, we've only really been active for like less than a year. Our first episode, actually, we had like a first iteration back in like 2023, which was reacting to the 2022 Super Bowl. That was our first episode. That was between the Chiefs and the Eagles, the one that the Chiefs won. But we've never like covered a Super Bowl. I guess we've had a reaction episode a few years ago, but we haven't really done one yet. So we'll see. This will, I guess, be the first one where we do like a whole like reaction, like beforehand, after, everything like that. Well, it was a very fast start for us, but then we got slowed down. Okay, Alshire did get up on his own power, which is good. Or he's standing on his own power. He's like kind of holding his arm. So hopefully it's nothing too serious. But definitely gonna be sitting out for at the very least a few plays. It's gonna be 2nd and 9 after we stuffed Hampton for about a yard. Herbert will take it from the shotgun. He drops back to pass. He's going to throw, and it's incomplete. Several Texans in the area intended for Quinn and Johnson. It is going to be incomplete. Actually, I don't know which side's better. Maybe. Oh, is one like left and the other right? I don't know. This one feels. Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't really tell you, but either way, it is 3rd down. 3rd and 9. Herbert's going to take the snap from shotgun. He's going to take the snap. He drops back to pass. Has plenty of time. Under pressure. He's going to throw. It's caught. And it's short of the 1st down. Yep. Got the catch, but was just a little bit short. So it's going to be 4th down at about 3 from like the 12-yard line or so. They're going to have to punt. I mean, field position, everything like that, you just got to punt, unfortunately, if you're the Chargers. All right, 4th and 3. The Chargers punter is going to punt. I think actually goes the other side. Fair catch, by the way. Called by Jalen Knoll. There's a flag on the field. It's holding. It's holding on us. That's our second holding on a punt return. That's no good. We got to stop that. All right. Well, we started off very fast, but then it's been very slow since then. Typical Texans offense, penalties, everything like that. So we gotta keep it up. We gotta move the chains. All right, it's going to be 1st and 10. Stroud is going to take it from under center. He's going to hand it off to Woody Marks, who is going to get about 4, maybe 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 5, is what they're calling it. CJ will take the snap from shotgun. Drops back to pass. He throws, and it's incomplete. Eventually, the pocket collapsed. It's under pressure. It's going to be 3rd down. All right, it's 3rd and 5, big 3rd down. Let's get the conversion here and keep the chains a moving. CJ drops back to pass. He throws, and it's intercepted. What was that? Straight to Derwin James's hands. Where is he throwing to? I can't understand. Are they saying it was tipped? I guess they're saying it was tipped. But still. Yeah, it was tipped. Yeah, he would have had more velocity if it wasn't tipped. Wow. Ay, ay, ay. Chargers have momentum now. Yeah, ever since we got the 14-0 lead, it has not been an inspiring game at all. Omarion takes it for about 5 yards. Yep, Herbert's going to take the snap from under center from about the 33-yard line, and he's going to get duress, throw it to Omarion, who's going to take it to like the 15-yard line. Oh my gosh. Not good. Not good. Yeah, Petrie was right there, but Omarion got the block and then the catch. Wow. Absolutely crazy. All right. Time for that red zone defense to step up. It's be 1st and 10. Herbert will take the snap from under center. He flips it to Trey Harris, who's going to take it for about 7 yards. So yeah, it's another chunk play. It's just hand off to Omarion, then flipped it to Trey Harris. And that's going to go for 7 yards. Kamari Lassiter is down? No. Why are we getting all these injuries right before the playoffs? Yeah, Kamari Lassiter's left knee. Ay, ay, ay. Not ideal. Well, Chargers are driving. We have multiple injuries on the defense. I don't know. I've watched enough Texans football. This is the type of game we lose where we have the two offensive plays to go up 14-0 early and then just kind of like do nothing from there. Like literally, it's the same old Texans offense since the 14-0 lead. So, oh boy, we'll see. I mean, I'm still optimistic. We're up 14-0 for what it's worth, but feels like a far cry from what it was earlier. Oh, knee got bent a little bit. Not great. All right, 2nd and 3. So he's walking on his own power, which is good. Another commercial break. Oh, yeah. Well, we're still up 14-0. Chargers need to get a touchdown to get within range, and so I still feel optimistic about our chances to win this game, but it's also not great. I mean, since the 14-0 lead, we've not been able to do anything. CJ threw an interception. We had the dumb penalty by Dalton Schultz that probably cost us points. So not great. All right. Well, we'll see what happens. They're still on a commercial break. A Kevin Hart commercial. Well, we'll see what happens. Chargers are driving down the field. All right, it's going to be 14-0 Houston. 7:15 to go in the second quarter. Chargers are inside the 10-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 3. Herbert is going to hand it off to Hampton, who's going to get stuffed for a loss of a yard. Words and stuff? Yes, exactly. Words and stuff. Just gotta fill the time, right? All right. It's going to be 3rd and 4. Herbert is going to take the snap from shotgun. Drop back to pass. He is going to try to scramble. He has nowhere to go. He throws, and it's incomplete. Just threw it away, basically. All right, Chargers are going to try out the field goal unit. Yes, 4th and 4. It's a little long to try to go for it and be aggressive, so they're just going to take the points. Yeah, Herbert was trying to scramble, but there was nowhere to go. We kind of swarmed all over him, so it's going to be 4th down. I do appreciate you commentating, though. I'm not watching the game. Yeah, no, I appreciate that. Dicker, the kicker, is going to kick it, and it's good. So Chargers get points. I think that's actually a very big win for the Texans because with all that happened, like with the interception, then the big play by Omari and Hampton, everything like that. Um, it is good that we only held them to 3, and we get the ball back, so that'll be good. All right, Chargers will be kicking off to us. There's 6:10 to go in the second quarter. We're gonna take the return. Jalen Knoll, that is. He's gonna go. He's gonna take it to about the 23, 24 yard line. Oh, Lasser's heading to the locker room. That's no good. It's not ideal. All right. CJ Stroud's going to take the snap from under center. He's going to hand it off. It's 1st and 10. And Jawar Jordan's going to take it for about 3, maybe 4 yards. Have you ever heard of a mantis shrimp? I can't say I've heard of a mantis shrimp. I don't know what that is. 2nd and 6. CJ is going to take the snap from under center again, I believe. Little things pack quite the punch. Wait, what? Okay. He's going to hand it off. Oh, that's going to be 1st down and then some. All right, Jawar Jordan with the run for the 1st down past the 35-yard line. Little things pack quite the punch. Okay, cool. It is going to be 1st and 10. CJ will once again take the snap from under center. He hands it off, and Woody Marks going to go nowhere. Actually, going to lose about 2 or 3 yards. Yep. Chargers were right there to stop him. They're going to call it 2nd and 12. CJ's going to take the snap from shotgun this time. He's going to hand... Oh, no, he's going to throw to Jalen Knoll, who's going to get about 5 yards short, maybe 6 or 7 yards short. It was a fake handoff, but then he just threw it to Jalen Knoll right then and there. They punch hard enough to break Clam's shells, completely random, but next time you're bored. All right, I'll look into that. Mantis Shrimp. They punch hard enough to break Clam's shells. Okay, nice. That's good to know. They're worth a Google? All right. I will Google them next time I'm bored. Probably after this 3rd down, because we're going to get nothing. Then it'll be a commercial. 3rd and 4 from about the 42-yard line. Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's incomplete. They had a free rusher. We threw it. Sia tried to throw to Sheriff Woody Marks, but went nowhere. It is going to be 4th and 4, and once again, we're just going to punt. Same story, right? Same old story. Yeah, that was actually set up well, but he was just short and pressured. Gonna punt. Gonna be taken about at the 12-yard line. Back to football. Yes. Back to football. All right. It's 1st and 10, 3 minutes to go in the first half. Chargers will take it from about the 12-yard line. Herbert's gonna drop back to pass. He throws. It's caught by Quinton Johnson for the first down and then some. You've already played Jacksonville twice, right? Who won? Yeah, Jacksonville won the first meeting in week 3. Then we won in week 9, I believe. That was the crazy comeback where we were down like 19 points in the 4th quarter and came back and won anyway. So we split 1-1. So basically, we'll see the snap first. Oh, Herbert's going to shovel past it, and that's going to go nowhere. So he's going to lose like 5 yards. Yeah, they might just be taking it to the 2-minute warning. Not entirely sure. Yeah, they're saying Kabari Lasser is questionable to return. 2nd and 15 after the 5-yard loss on the shovel pass. Herbert will take the snap from shotgun, but probably take it to the 2-minute warning. All right. They're going to call it 2-minute warning. I'm going to be back. I'm actually going to change to a t-shirt because I'm pretty hot. So I'm going to be back, and we will commentate the final minutes of the first half. All right, we're back. So, 2 minute warning has just passed. Um, y'all figure out these headphones later. I'm probably not going to use them actually. They kind of feel uncomfortable to like commentate and listen into. I mean, not that really matters. For you guys, it only really affects like, just looks. Like, do I look cool with the headphones on? Probably not that much. Herbert's going to drop back to pass on second 15. He wants to take off. He's going to gain about 2 or 3 yards. Chargers want a late hit, but the late hit didn't happen. We hit him at just the right time. He was going out of bounds. Joel, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, they really... Oh my gosh, what a flop. What a flop by Herbert. He should be penalized for that, honestly. He should be suspended for that flop. Okay, not really. But yeah, no, he was just barely pushed out. Good call by the refs not doing the call. Maybe one earbud in. See, I could do that. Maybe I could do it with the earbuds, but honestly, the only reason I would have it is to hear the game. Like, just if there's like anything I need to like, reference from it. It's 3rd and 13, by the way. Herbert is gonna launch it deep. Oh my gosh, he's wide open. Quinton Johnson. And he's gonna get to like the 15-yard line. On 3rd and 13, we allow Herbert to launch it and get the completion to Quinton Johnston. I cannot believe it. See, this is what happens when you're missing like Kamari Lassiter. Like, you don't have a good second corner. And yeah, Quinton Johnston just torched whoever number 11 is. I don't even know. All right, well, it's going to be 1st and 10. Herbert drops back to pass. He's going to throw, and it's intercepted! Shire! Intercepted! Very next play! It was tipped up in the air and picked off! I cannot believe it. I can't believe the turn of events. I think he got down at the 1-yard line. I cannot believe it, though. What a swing. Oh, I forgot. It was Chargers' fault and then Texans. I forgot to switch them. Wow. Yeah, it was tipped. It was bobbled up in the air by the intended target, and then Alshire came in with the interception. Wow. What a play. Alshire had to contour his body to be able to catch it. So he was going one way and the ball the other. What a play. What a play. What a play. Wow. If that's the case, maybe just have the captions on if available so you can catch what penalties are called. Yeah, I think definitely that's not a bad idea. It's be 1st and 10 from a 1-yard line, so I'd be shocked if we do anything with this possession, but we did save points, which is good. I mean, that's really... We need to make sure to not get a safety, though. Yeah, CJ's just going to sneak it, gain another, like, 2-3 yard cushion. And yeah, I don't expect us to do anything. If anything, the Chargers might 3-and-out us with their timeouts. And then get the ball back, but we saved what would have been a touchdown. After that deep shot to Quinton Johnston, like the momentum was all on their side. Turn on the game, first play I saw was a deep shot to QJ. Yes. Let's talk about the second play. What was the second play you saw, Sudoku? Just throwing out ideas, you do you. Yeah, well, no, I appreciate it. We always appreciate ideas. We're innovative here at Football for Fun. Are you and Isaacs doing reactions to Pro Bowl later? Ooh, Pro Bowl reactions. That's a good one. I don't know. Well, I'm going to be out of commission for most of next week, or maybe like half of next week, I guess you could say. So I'm not going to do any Sunday reactions, then I'm going on a camping trip. It's going to be 2nd and 8, by the way. CJ will hand it off to Woody Marks, who's going to take it. He's going to bust a run. He's going to take it past the 20, inside the 22, 23-yard line. Okay, let's call timeout. We got built on this momentum. All right. Sheriff Woody Marks takes it from like the 2-yard line all the way to the 23-yard line. We have some positive momentum. All we need is a couple of good plays to get into field goal range, and we have some momentum going into the second half. Man, Exhibit A of Herbert having no help. Yeah. Texans timeout. Yeah, as we should. There is a player down that looks like an offensive lineman, so Ed Ingram. Yeah, we're losing some offensive linemen. It's not ideal. But yeah, no, Pro Bowl is gonna be interesting to kind of like react to. I didn't really like have any like thoughts about the Pro Bowl. I mean, I'm glad we got 4 Texans in and 3 starters. I was glad to see that, but otherwise, I don't really care. I mean, I guess like Isaac's player, what's his name? Derek Brown didn't get in the Pro Bowl. Aren't you guys playing 6 starting offensive linemen? Um, I think it depends, at least in recent weeks. Yeah, I think we have definitely have played 6 offensive linemen. I think it depends on the play or whatever. But yeah, I'm not sure this game. I actually haven't really paid attention. So yeah, they're doing a like a commercial break, like one of those 30-second breaks, showing a Geico commercial. Any notable snubs? I know it's ETN was not in the Pro Bowl. I thought he had a pretty good year, but I guess there were others who had better years. Um, I heard that like Jordan Love was snubbed. I don't even know if he was necessarily like a top 3 NFC quarterback. I would say Jalen Petrie was snubbed, but again, there might have just been better guys. So I mean, I think like the Jags only had like a long snapper going. They probably could have had a player or two like Devin Lloyd or what's his name, Josh Hines Allen. But again, they might have been snubs because they were just better players than them. So it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line. CJ will take it from shotgun. He's going to throw, and it's incomplete. Intended for Dalton Schultz on the short pass. Just underthrew it. Kind of a waste of a play, honestly. Like, I'm not sure what the idea was there. It's going to be 2nd down and 10. Oh, and of course, Derek Brown was a snub. I don't know about Herbert. Great start, but slowed down. Do you think Lawrence gonna make it? CJ's gonna drop back to pass. Oh my gosh, is that another interception? What was that play? Actually, no, that's a clean interception. That was actually a bad decision. I do unless it was tipped again. You'll have to see the replay because CJ Stroud's first interception was tipped. Yeah, number two's just in front of Christian Kirk, and you're throwing it low. Like, what do you expect? That's a clean. No, yeah, no questions asked. It did not touch the ground at all. Maybe Herbert slowed down because of his line after Alt got hurt. Yeah, the offensive line being down would not help, but yeah, that's 2 interceptions this quarter, I believe, or at least this half by CJ Stroud. That's no good. And now the Chargers have it at the 32-yard line, so they're in good position to at least get a field goal and cut it down to 1 possession. Herbert drops back to pass. He throws. It's caught by Quentin Johnson at about the 20-yard line. That's a good point. Maybe a Burrow type situation. Yeah, it's entirely possible. It's entirely possible it's a Burrow like situation. Yeah, this is not. I know we're winning, but this is not. This has not looked good for us. Like, this is not. I mean, we're only winning because of those 2 huge chunk plays in the first quarter. Absolutely terrible. Herbert drops back to pass. He is gonna get taken down by Danico Autry. There's a flag, but I don't know what the flag would be on. 33 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Speaking of Burrow, possible landing spots if he got traded. Um, what's the flag? Let's see. Here, let's listen in. Tripping? What? They're calling Austria for tripping? Ay ay ay. Wait, let me see the replay. What was that? Like, because he grabbed his foot. Okay, that's not good. That's not that's a weak call. Cardinals. Joe Burrow to the Cardinals. Is that the discussion, or are we talking about a different topic? Justin Herbert's gonna get. Oh, he fumbled. He's gonna get it though. Yep. All right, 25 seconds left to go in the second half. It's gonna be second down about 15. Let's see. Speaking of Burrow, possible landing spots if he got traded. See, I don't think he will get traded, but I think if he were to, I think I think the Vikings would make some sense. I mean, Midnight saying the Panthers. Sudoku says Cardinals. Now that's not what I've heard recently. The Cardinals. Interesting. I don't think he'd do much there either, but it's possible, I guess. I mean, if Burrow's gonna demand a trade, then like, why would he go to Arizona though, right? Yeah, I don't think Cincy is gonna trade Burrow though. I think you got a point there, Midnight. I don't think he's gonna get traded. Um, it's gonna be second and 17. Come on, let's shut him out. Let's shut him down. Yeah, that was a stupid penalty. Maybe there's some like maybe you look at the rule book and like it's technically like it just looked like a normal sack and he just happened to like kind of grab his foot. Um Second and 17, Herbert's gonna take the snap from an empty backfield. He's gonna throw, it's caught. Quentin Johnson's only gonna take it for about 3 or 4 yards. It's gonna be third down at about 14, give or take. Chargers will call a timeout. I guess even though it was out of bounds, like the clock would have still ran. I was hearing Vikings. Truly, Vikings don't deserve that man. I don't know if it's about who deserves who. I think it's just about which team, like, would trade for him that makes sense. Maybe there's a team that I think would deserve him. I think it would be the Vikings. They have like a good defense. They have Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, everything like that. They've just been missing a quarterback. But I don't think it's necessarily about who deserves him. I think it's just who trades for him and it makes sense. Which I guess that would be part of deserving it, I guess. But honestly, I think Joe Burrow's just going to stay in Cincinnati because, like, if you trade Joe Burrow, like, what are you doing at quarterback? Like, that's part of the problem, right? Like, are you accepting J.J. McCarthy or Bryce Young in that package? Like, I guess that's possible. I mean, they're former first-round picks. But it's going to be third and 14. Herbert is going to take the snap from shotgun. He drops back to pass. He rolls to the right. He throws. It's caught by number 89. He's just going to take it out of bounds. And looks like they will be settling for the field goal. So, assuming nothing crazy happens, which I guess he could miss, but it's looking like it's going to be a 14-6 ball game going into the second half. All right, Dicker's kick is going to be up, and he missed it! Wide right! He missed the field goal! Wow, what a game this has been. Absolutely crazy game. The Vikings still don't know if they've got a guy in J.J. McCarthy yet. He's only played half a season. I doubt they go after a big name. I might be wrong, but did the Vikings just not give Sam Darnold, or did Darnold flat or reject for signing? I think it was like the Vikings, like Darnold would have come back for like more money than the Vikings were willing to offer him, is my guess. Yeah, we're just gonna kneel it and take him to the second quarter or the second half. But I've been wrong before often. Yeah, I feel you on the often part. I think the Vikings could have brought back Sam Darnold if they had offered him more money. I think it's just that the Seahawks offered him more than the Vikings did. And the Vikings probably didn't feel the need to offer a lot of money because they had J.J. McCarthy. And it's like, you dropped him 10 overall, so you might as well just see what you have in him, right? But I was even saying, back then, like this time last year, I was like, well, Sam Darnold played really well, so you can just keep him. And then, like, I mean, you don't need to justify drafting JJ McCarthy at like the 10th overall pick. You just have your backup quarterback, like theoretically the best backup in the league. Which I know, like right now, it wouldn't really be the case, but that's what we would have thought, right? Like for example, like if the Vikings if the Vikings had drafted, say, Bo Nix instead, and you had Sam Darnold playing this well. You just have Bo Nix as the backup, right? So, I think they could have just offered more money. It just didn't happen, and Sam Darnold decided to go to the Seahawks. Darnold earned himself the starting job. The Vikings were all in on JJ being theirs. See, I'd agree there, but again, Sam Darnold just earned, like, as you said, earned the starting spot. So, you know, and if it hadn't worked out, then you could kind of like roll with JJ. I mean, JJ's under a rookie contract. It's not like he's going anywhere. So I think at the time, it made more sense to just, if you could financially afford it, just sign Darnold, and then Dicker missed a chip shot. No, he sure did. It was wide right. Absolutely crazy. I mean, I was saying before, I think Chargers get the ball at half, by the way. I was saying before, I was like, barring anything crazy happening, Chargers are gonna take it 6-14, cut the lead to one possession, or I guess cut the deficit to one possession. But something crazy happened. Darnold wanted to start. I don't think Minnesota could have paid him enough to be second string. Oh no, I'm saying that Minnesota should have signed him and started. Like I think Minnesota should have just went all in for him as the star because he had been proven, whereas JJ was not. So I would have just signed Sam Darnold and then just have JJ as the backup. Announcer said something similar to, yeah, that's pretty funny. Yeah, I think we all assumed that Dicker the kicker was gonna make it, but didn't happen. I mean, crazier things have happened. Take the three, cut it to a one-score game, etc. Yeah, yeah, that's probably exactly what they said. Minnesota should have franchise tagged him. Franchise tag, I guess would have been super expensive. Probably like what 45 million or something like that. I mean, I don't know. You never hear of like quarterbacks like on their second contract getting franchise tagged. I'm not exactly sure how that would work. I guess it's possible. Could have also maybe signed him. Didn't Sam Darnold only sign like a 3-year deal with the Seahawks? I mean, you could have done that too. It's not like it's a 5 or 6 year deal. So I guess it's possible, but I'm not entirely sure. What were people seeing with McCarthy in college? Always confused about that. Yeah, that's something that like Isaac has talked about as well. It's like what did he really do in college? Like he just handed the ball off to Blake Corum a bunch, and didn't he only throw like 14 times in national championship or something like that? It's not like he did much. I kept hearing crap. That means absolutely nothing. Like he's a winner. Yeah, I mean, I tend to agree with you there. Wasn't AJ McCarron a winner? Like AJ McCarron. I'm pretty sure. Let's look it up. I'm actually gonna fact check that because he was nothing in the NFL. Um, yeah, AJ McCarron went 36-4 in college. 36-4. Um, and so AJ McCarron was a winner. Stetson Bennett was a winner. Yeah, exactly. Like just because those guys win doesn't mean it jack diddly squat, right? Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, 27-1. That's even better than McCarron. I wouldn't. I'm not some scout, so I don't know like what elevated McCarthy to be like to be like in the top 10 compared to guys like McCarron, Stetson Bennett, and things like that. But it is absolutely crazy. Like it just doesn't seem like he had some special attribute that really elevated him to that level. So I'm not exactly sure. You can franchise anyone a certain number of times, so the longer they've been in the league, the more you have to pay them. Yeah, I think that checks out. Yep. Well, it is halftime. It's 14-3. It's been a weird game so far. We just, I mean, since the first half of the first quarter, it's just been like since then. I mean, multiple turnovers from both teams. Actually, I think just one from them, right? The interception and two from us. How expensive would franchise tag for QBs be? I'd have to look it up, but I believe it's like the average of like the top 10 paid at that position or something like that, which would be pretty expensive. If it was under 40 million, I doubt it's under 40 million though. Let's see. Go to AI mode on Google. How expensive is a franchise tag QB in 2025? So, Google AI mode says the 2025 franchise tag is valued at 40 million, 40.2 million. Okay, I thought it might have been actually been a little higher, but I guess the average among like the top 10 is about 40 million. So, it's supposedly 40 million. 40 million for a quarterback, 25 for a linebacker and a defensive tackle, 23 for a receiver, 23 for offensive lineman. Yeah. So, we have 40 million. I mean, I guess it's possible if you franchise tag McCarthy, not McCarthy, definitely not McCarthy. If you franchise tag Sam Darnold for 40 million to see what you got, it might get more expensive if he has another good year. I feel like you always risk that. But again, maybe like at the time, I know he's having a good year now, but maybe at the time, like you think like he just kind of like stinks it up again. It's just a one-time thing or whatever, and like, or I feel like worst case scenario actually is like you get somewhere in the middle to where it's like he has another good season, but do you feel good about extending him at the price? So I'm not exactly sure. It's pretty interesting. Um, McCarthy was considered more NFL ready than most due to Harbaugh's offense at Michigan being an NFL style offense. Oh, he obviously wasn't NFL ready. That's all I gotta say. To be honest, I'm not franchising a quarterback unless they're proven in the league. One season, one season wonders do exist. That's true. Um, but I mean, Sam Darnold was more proven than JJ McCarthy. I think that's the argument that you could make against that. So, like, are you just not going to franchise Sam Darnold to play JJ McCarthy, which is what happened? I know hindsight's 2020, but like, I think Sam Darnold. I don't know. It's tough. I did say at the time, I think you should just extend Sam Darnold. I didn't even say franchise tag. I think you should just sign him to like whatever Seattle signed him to, and then just like if he plays poorly, like you can move off it. It's not like it's crippling your franchise or anything like that. Um, so yeah, I think JJ was just unproven. Well, we will see what happens in the second half. It's not just letting Darnold walk. Why did Minnesota have no backup plan for basically a rookie? That's another good point. Like, I don't know. I don't know like what they're like, because like it's not like JJ McCarthy had like it's kind of tough because like the Titans with Cam Ward don't really have a backup plan. Like if Cam Ward, I guess it's a different scenario since they're so bad, but I do notice that oftentimes like these rookie quarterbacks, like I guess like Jackson Dart, there's like Russell Wilson, Jameis Winston on the roster, so like there is a plan there, but he's been playing better recently. To be frank, but you can't declare him a bust this early. I actually agree with you. I think like the last like 3 or 4 games he's played really well. So I feel like it is a little bit early. He has a tainted past, which is obviously gonna be used against him, but the Vikings might still have something in him, especially a rookie who came to the NFL injured. They don't have a backup plan because Levis got season-ending injury right before the season started. Yeah, I forgot about Levis. I 100% agree, Joel. Yeah, who is the Titans back? Oh, that's Mason Rudolph, isn't it? Yeah, he's a backup. He is. I think it's Mason Rudolph, right? He's just a backup. Um, did they start the season with Carson Wentz as the backup? That being the Vikings. let's see. Carson Wentz. Yeah, I think Carson Wentz. Yeah, Carson Wentz signed as the backup in August of 2025. So that was a late signing, even then. And yeah, it's different when a team is that bad. Minnesota went 14-3. Right. Yeah, it is questionable how they didn't have a backup plan. Rudolph carved up the Seahawks defense. Yeah. Yeah, that was a couple years ago, but yeah, Mason Rudolph has had some moments in this league for sure. After guys like Baker, Darnold, Jones, and Bryce, it's hard to consider who's a bust nowadays for quarterbacks. That's true. One like take I have, one thing I wonder is that like so Patrick Mahomes tore his ACL, and I think like the first part of like his season is under question. Now I think he's gonna get through the rehab process and like is gonna be ready to go week one. That's my prediction. But if he's not, I'd be curious to see if Andy Reid, because Andy Reid loves his reclamation projects. I'm pretty sure Michael Vick, what's the guy's name? Donovan McNabb, Alex Smith. He loves his reclamation projects. So I wonder if Jamarcus Russell. I don't know why Jamarcus Russell was said, but okay. I wonder if Andy Reid is gonna bring some like former bust in to like play the first 4 weeks of the NFL season while Patrick Mahomes is recovering, assuming he misses time, which again, I still think he's going to be fine and ready to go. But because Isaac was telling me they should just roll with Gardner Minshew, I'm kind of wondering like if you bring someone like, the names I think about are Zach Wilson, Malik Willis, Davis Mills. I think Andy Reid's going to try to bring someone who's perceived as a backup and then make them look good in like the first 4 weeks. I was even wondering if like Tua is like an option there. The thing is, I would say I'm concerned about him playing in the cold, but Patrick Mahomes is going to be back by the time it gets really cold. Although I guess the argument's like, do you want him sticking around as a backup? I don't know, but maybe not Tua. I don't think Tua would be Andy Reid's type anyway. But it'll be interesting to see what the Chiefs do. Uh, the reason teams don't do that with highly drafted quarterbacks is coaches need to save their jobs, and also they want to maximize the time the QB is on a rookie contract, even if he's that good. You talk to your mother with that mouth. Wait, just so Oku say something? Did it get deleted? Uh, I mean, okay. We're gonna kick it off. By the way, Texans are gonna be get it off to the LA Chargers. All right. Fairbairn is gonna kick it off here momentarily. Third quarter has commenced, and he's going to take it in the end zone and kneel it down for a touchback. It is going to be 1st and 10 for the Chargers, and the Chargers are going to try to cut into the deficit and continue their mostly positive momentum. It is going to be 1st and 10. Herbert is going to take it from the shotgun. He's going to drop back to pass. He is going to step up, and he's going to scramble. He's going to take it for about 8 yards. That's a nice scramble by Herbert. It's going to be 2nd and about 2. True Sudoku. Yeah, Jamarcus Russell had zero work ethic. I would say he's an all-time worst for that reason. Oh, talking about busts. Yeah. Jamarcus Russell and Johnny Manziel were obviously busts. True Sudoku, plus when you need to have high enough draft pick to get a good quarterback, you usually need them right away. I was joking that Jamarcus Russell. Okay. I think that joke went over both our heads. I thought Sudoku said something vile, and you're like, wait, what? But I get that now. Like, Herbert's gonna hand it off, and he's gonna get stuffed by Will Anderson and someone else. Omarion Hampton's gonna lose about like 2 yards on that. That's gonna be 3rd and about 4, maybe 5. Jamarcus Russell equals Voldemort. Sure. Yeah, Will Anderson was right there to pin him down. All right, 3rd and 4. Herbert's going to take the snap from shotgun. He's going to drop back to pass. He is going to get pressured. He escapes, and it's caught. Oh, it's dropped. I'm pretty sure that's a drop. I don't think that's a fumble. If it's a fumble, it went out of bounds, but that looked like a drop. Wow. Very impressive, like, escape by Herbert. Escape and then throw. It was just unfortunately dropped. Just can't do that if you're the tight end. I think that's Gaston, the tight end. They might be saying it's a, like, fumble. Well, they're calling it 4th and 4. I thought he could look into that a little bit more, but, I mean, I'll take it. It's 4th down. They're going to punt. And Jalen Noel is going to call the fair catch at about the 15-yard line. All right, CJ Stroud is going to take the field. It's going to be 1st and 10. Jamarcus Russell equals whatever Ron Rat's real name was. He's the definition of the Raiders franchise this year. Yeah. All right, it's going to be 1st and 10. CJ is going to take the snap from shotgun. It's going to be 1st and 10. I think I just said that, right? He's going to hand it off to Jawar Jordan, who is going to go nowhere. Might even lose half a yard. It's going to be 2nd down. 2nd and 10 is what they're calling it. Almost forgot. If Texans win today, the Rivers' glorious comeback is over. Is he coming back next season? You know what? The question, is he coming back next season, is actually not as crazy as we think. But yes, the Chargers winning would help Philip Rivers, which is kind of funny. But yeah. I mean, it's really hard to say. Like, I would CJ drops back to pass. It's gonna be a screen to the tight end, who's gonna get the 1st down and then some. Okay, you like to see it past the 30-yard line. Peter Pettigrew. Jamarcus Russell equals Peter Pettigrew. Okay. I don't know what that reference is, by the way, but I guess it checks out. But Rivers could come back. Now, I don't know if he's gonna play like a full season. Wait, is this a play? What was this play? Wait, they're showing a fumble. Did that happen? Just happen? Did I look away? See, I thought I saw Dalton Schultz get the 1st down. 3rd and 4? Wait, what? What was that? I didn't see what happened. I thought he got the 1st down. I don't know. Cia drops back to pass. And it's incomplete. See, I thought Dalton Schultz got the 1st down. I looked away. And then I see that there was a fumble. And they're calling it 3rd and 4 instead of 1st and 10. Let's see. I think this is going to be the replay. So, oh, no, it's going to... I don't know what that was. Also, I keep forgetting to move the ball, but it was here, now it's here, so... Whee! Yeah, we're going to punt it. We're going to punt it right back to them. No shot Rivers comes back. Yeah, you wouldn't think so. I think the Colts have a interesting situation at quarterback because of Daniel Jones' injury. But I think you should just re-sign Daniel Jones. I feel like, obviously it's a different scenario. Yeah, I want to see what happened on that play, actually. See, I thought for sure that was a 1st down. Did he fumble backwards? Wait, what? Oh my gosh. So what happened, y'all? I know y'all probably don't really care that much, but Dalton Schultz, he caught the ball. He had a comfortable 1st down. A fumble was forced backwards? He stepped out? No, I don't think he did. I'm pretty sure he fumbled. Maybe I missed that. Wait, let me see this again. Nope, sorry. He definitely fumbled. No, he did not step out at all. He fumbled backwards. So what happened? Yeah, I've seen the replay like 3 times at this point. So Dalton Schultz got a comfortable first down, and then someone forced the fumble and went backwards. So instead of being 1st and 10, it's 3rd and 4. So I looked away right before he fumbled, which is absolutely crazy. I was rooting for Rivers as many teams as found themselves needing a backup and not having one that can keep them afloat. I could see him signing it somewhere. I respect Rivers because he's from the legendary 2000s to early 2010s. Supported Russell Wilson for a while for that same reason. Yeah, I'm a big fan of these like guys from that era. Absolutely, absolute respect to them. But yeah, no, that was a crazy play if you didn't see it. The Schultz fumble. Yeah, it was fumble backwards, so backwards out of bounds. So it was 3rd and 4 instead of 1st and 10. All right, it's gonna be 1st and 10 for the Chargers. Herbert's gonna take the snap from a shotgun at about the 30-yard line. He's gonna drop back to pass. He's getting pressured, and he's getting brought down. Brought down by Derek Barnett. Is that Derek Barnett? No, is that? Yeah, Derek Barnett, I believe, with the sack. We need to run back that Patriots-Panthers Super Bowl. Sadly, wasn't alive to see that. Yes, definitely need to run it back. We need that Super Bowl rematch. No, you're right. He fumbled backwards and went out of bounds. I wasn't paying attention either. Yeah, I mean that was so unlucky. I guess the fumble not necessarily, but it fumbled and went that far out of bounds, or that far back and out of bounds. But yeah, 2nd and 15. Herbert drops back pass, and he's sacked again. You love to see it. Well, I love to see it. Barnett again. Second sack in his second play in a row. It's going to be 3rd and long. All right. Big Boy Barnett. That's going to be my nickname for him. Big Boy Barnett. I think it's Derek Barnett, right? I want to make sure I am properly crediting. Yep, Derek Barnett, 1st-round pick in 2017 by the Eagles. It's be 3rd down and long. It's going to be a screen pass. We should be able to get him. Yeah. Get him at the 25-yard line, well short of the 1st down. And assuming nothing crazy happens, they will be punting right back to us. It's been a weird game. It's been a very, very weird game. Just a different outcome this time. Yes. I think y'all would be in favor of a different outcome. Okay, 4th down. They're going to punt. Jalen Knoll is going to be there, but does go out of bounds. Pretty good field position. I think that's about the 45 yard line. They're saying it went out very short, actually. Wait, why is Davis Mills throwing? Oh, I guess they're just warming up. I saw Davis Mills take a ball and throw. I'm like, what? Something happened to CJ? All right, guys, I'll be right back. I'm going to use the bathroom, and then you want to kick off out of bounds, resulting in a game week field goal for the Pats. Yeah, right. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to use the bathroom real quick. Barnett's touchdown against Tennessee last season was hilarious. I forget that. Was that the pick six that Will Levis like was holding his head while he was running back? I don't necessarily remember. Um, but yeah, I do. I think I do recall him having a pretty funny interception. All right, game is back in action. It is going to be 1st and 10. And I guess they're spotting the ball at about midfield. Actually, a little past midfield. I think that was just a bad punt by the punter. So it's gonna be 1st and 10. CJ's gonna take the snap from under center. He hands it off to Sheriff Woody Marks, who is gonna take it for about 5 yards before getting stopped. It is gonna be 2nd and about 5, give or take. They're calling it 2nd and 6. CJ will take the snap from under center. He is going to play action, roll to the right. He's going to throw. It's caught by Nico Collins, who gets a pretty good gain, probably about 15 yards. There we go. You like to see it. Looks like we are approaching, if not in field goal range. He might have stepped out there. I'm not sure. But either way, that should be first down. It was a fumble return touchdown. Oh, yeah. He dragged a poor Titan receiver and shoved another poor receiver to the ground and did a front flip in the end zone. Yeah, I didn't really watch much of that game. Probably because we had clinched or whatever. I wasn't paying too much attention. Oh, Jalen Noel's going to take it. He's going to take it short of the first down. At about the 12-yard line or so. There's going to be a flag on the field, though. Probably holding. If I had to guess. Well, the flag is actually not at the line of scrimmage. They're called holding. Yeah, it's going to call holding. Oh, well. All right. Yeah, I think probably. Is that on Nico? I think that's on Nico. Kind of grabbed him. Yeah, I agree. You can't be doing that. They're gonna call it second, and I can't really tell. They haven't said yet. Doesn't show yet. Oh, it's 1st and 18. My bad. Okay, so Sheriff Woody Marks is gonna take it for absolutely nothing. Actually, gonna lose a couple yards. So it's gonna be like 2nd and 20. Yeah, I think if we get a field goal out of this, that would be totally fine. I'd rather get a touchdown, but 2nd and 20 is gonna be pretty difficult. Possible face mask, no call, but that's fine. Come on, offense, punch it in this time. It's going to be tough, but we'll try. Second and 19 is what they're calling it. CJ drops back to pass. He throws to Kirk, who's going to lose yards. Yeah, I tried the wide receiver screen, but it's going to go to nothing. Probably going to do like a draw on third, and that would be like 22 at this point. And just try again the field goal range. I mean, at this point, you don't really have like a 23-yard play in your playbook, most likely. So probably just gonna do a draw play or a screen or something like that on 3rd and 23 and just set up for the field goal. I mean, from here, it'd be about 50 yards. It has to be a short pass to Hutchinson. Just gonna make it a shorter field goal down at the 24-yard line. Yeah, it's going to be 4th down, and Kaimi Fairbairn will be coming out to try the field goal. Have they taken another deep shot since the last touchdown? Seems like they found a weakness there. Deep shots? Not like not like super deep, I don't think. I feel like there might have been one, but I could be wrong. I think Herbert had a deep shot that was good. Kick is up and good, by the way. So it is going to be 17-3. Still a two possession game, but it is a possession of two full touchdowns rather than like just a 11 point game. I'm rooting for the Chargers because I want chaos. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, Chargers winning would provide chaos to the AFC playoff picture. Would be lame if all playoff spots are sealed except two trash divisions. Yeah, I can agree with you there. Obviously, as a fan, I'm rooting for us to win, but I see what you're saying. It would be a little bit anticlimactic if we won, then basically everything was settled, except for like the AFC North and AFC South. Well, that was rude. It is what it is, right? Y'all, like the division leaders of y'all's division, 7-7, right? Or is it 8-7? I forget. I guess it would be 8-7. Y'all are 8-7, right? Yeah. Well, yeah. It's not the greatest division. Let's just say that. I will feel less bad about beating y'all tomorrow. Okay. Okay then. Okay. All right. They're on a commercial break, so there's not really much to speak of. This is our first score update in like forever, I want to say. I think it was 14-3 forever. Two-0 against teams that are number one in the NFC when we play. Yeah, can't lie. The statistics don't lie. Just saying. Well, if that helps y'all win like 4 playoff games, then so be it. You might have to win more, go more than just 2-0, but yeah. All right. 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. Chargers will have the ball. Well, we're gonna kick off to them actually. Yep. First kickoff, and then Chargers get the ball. Also 0-2 against the Saints. But as Midnight said earlier, oh my gosh, it's gonna okay. I thought he was gonna return it for a second. But as Midnight said earlier, the Saints are not in the playoffs, so they have no one to fear. Yeah, Herbert's actually been sacked quite a few times today. I feel like that's like 4 at this point, maybe. Luckily, they're not in the playoffs. Yeah, exactly. It is going to be 1st and 10. Herbert drops back to pass. He's going to take it and only get about a yard. Before, I believe that's Derek Barnett again. No, that's Jones. My bad. I don't know who that is. Jones, number 91. But Jones is gonna bring him down. Hold him to only about a yard. It's gonna be 2nd and 8, so hold him to 2 yards. My bad. Herbert is gonna take the snap from shotgun from about the 38-yard line. Oh, I think there's a. Oh, well, he's gonna get swallowed up. I thought there was potentially a neutral zone. Yeah, it looked like Will Anderson was a little early. Maybe there was a false start. I can't really tell. Yeah, it's an offsides. Yeah, I saw Will Anderson kind of jump early. It's like, yeah. Um, just a little early. Negates what would have been a good, like a sack play. Will Anderson, you're great, but we got to hold your horses, Will Anderson. We got to hold those horses. To be second down, Herbert is going to hand it off, and it's going to get stuffed for about probably a 1 or 2 yard loss. So it's going to be third down and about 3 or 4. Yeah, they're calling it 3rd and 3. Herbert drops back to pass. He's under pressure. He's going to throw. It is caught by Keenan Allen. That's a comfortable first down at about the 40-yard line. Yeah, just good escapability and everything like that by Herbert, and just throws it to the reliable veteran. So, yeah, Keenan Allen just kind of like outmastered Petrie on the route. So, good play all around. Good play. It's going to be 1st and 10. Might be a surprising defensive shutdown tomorrow, just saying. It might be. It's entirely possible. Herbert drops back to pass. He throws deep, and it's incomplete. Threw it kind of out of bounds anyway, out of reach for Quentin Johnson to get the catch. Lassiter in coverage. Little hand fighting there, but that's natural. True story, Sudoku. 2nd and 10 is what they're calling it. Herbert is getting I think there was a miscue on the handoff. Almost fumbled, but instead he's just taken down for, I think that'll be another sack on the books. It is going to be, let's see what happened there actually. So yeah, Herbert takes the snap. Yeah, looks like, yeah, I don't know what happened there. Basically, it was fumbled. He jumped on it, but Herbert, that is, jumped on it, but it is going to be just a loss. 3rd and 14 is what they're going to call it. Sorry, Joel, not Sudoku. I am an idiot. Oh, no, you're good. You're not an idiot. Herbert drops back to pass. He's going to scramble. Is he going to get the 14 yards? Oh my gosh, and then some. Past the 20, inside the 15-yard line. Why? We can't be allowing that. I mean, Herbert's a good quarterback, don't get me wrong. But he's not like Lamar Jackson. We got to contain him on 3rd and 14. We just allowed him right by. Like, be my guest. Okay. Well, just forget those Saints games, not blaming the refs if they're just something in the air. I mean, I think there's always something in the air, but sure. Yeah, we can't be allowing that. We can't be allowing like a 20-yard run by Herbert. First and 10. Herbert's not? Oh, Stingley. Why is Stingley hurt? No, that's our two corners that are hurt. That's not good. Kamari Lassiter, I'm pretty sure, is not in the game. And now Stingley is on his knees. By his facial expression, he looks okay. He's probably just shaken up. But we're going to be without our top two corners for a couple plays at least. Yeah, Stingley with the stop, although he was kind of pushed. by number 84. Or actually, no, he wasn't. He didn't have to stop. He was there at some point, but Herbert kind of trucked past him anyway. Herbert in the shotgun is going to drop back to pass. He throws to Amari Hampton, who is going to gain about 3, maybe 4 yards. They're going to call it 2nd and 7. Herbert drops back to pass. He rolls to the right. He is going to throw. It is broken up. Broken up on the play. Can't by Kamari Laster. Okay, I thought he was out. I guess he's back in. That's good. Yeah, Kamari Laster with the pass breakup. That is good to see. It's 3rd and 7. Herbert drops back to pass. He is going to get swallowed up, but throws. It's caught by Quentin Johnston, and that's a first down inside the 5-yard line. They're calling a flag. I'm not sure who that would be on, though. But Herbert wasn't going to get taken down. He just threw it. Quentin Johnston was there. We'll see what the flag is, but either way, not a great play. Yeah, they're calling a holding on defense anyway, so nothing really to write home about, but the Chargers are likely going to score a touchdown. Yeah. Not looking great. I mean, we couldn't really bring Herbert down. It wouldn't have mattered anyway. I think the holdings would have still been called. 1st and goal inside the 5-yard line. Herbert will take the snap from under center, hands it off to Amari Hampton, who is going to get only a yard short. That's going to be a gain of like 4 yards. So it's going to be 2nd and goal at about the 1-yard line. It's like Stingley's back on the field, which is good. Probably won't matter on the goal line, but pick 6 here. Very unlikely. I'd take it any day of the week, but seems very unlikely. I think they're just gonna punch it in like, as many times as they need to. 2nd and goal. Herbert he's gonna roll to the right, and that's wide open. Yep, wide open to tight end. Gadsden, I believe. Yeah, Gadsden is gonna get the touchdown. Put it at 9-17, pending the extra point. It'll probably be 10-17. I mean, Dicker had a miss earlier, but yeah, just one of those goal line situations. Just can't cover everyone. Or a scoop 6. Well, not a scoop 6. We got a 6 indeed, but not by us. Dicker is going to attempt the extra point. Kick is up, and it is good. All right. So the Chargers cut into the lead, down by only 1 full touchdown and extra point. So it's closer than you like. Ever since those 2 plays in the first quarter, it's Chargers have a 10-3 advantage. So we got to start moving the ball. We got to cut out on the penalties and everything like that, and we will probably be fine. But we got to actually do all that, right? Or not do all that. The penalties, that is. All right, we're on a commercial break. We're still up 17-10 and get the ball. So, still looking good. I actually didn't check how much time there is left in the quarter or game or whatever, but I think actually the fourth quarter is like about to start. Like we're at the beginning of the fourth quarter, maybe. So, so we'll see. We'll see if we can kind of hold serve. All right. Let's hold it here. 13 seconds left to go in the third quarter, by the way. So likely one more play after the kickoff, maybe two, and then it will be the fourth quarter. Yeah, the return is going to go to about the 25-yard line. 6 seconds go in the third quarter, so just one more play, most likely, and then it will be the fourth quarter. Yeah, we've kind of been burned by, I think, mainly penalties, actually. Penalties have definitely hurt us on both sides of the ball. What sounds good for food tonight? Oh, for you or for me? Um, Honestly, I'm not hungry yet, so I haven't even thought about what I'm gonna make or have. But honestly, probably just gonna be more chicken tacos. But I don't know what sounds good to you. A pulled pork sandwich. Oh, now that sounds good. CJ's gonna hand it off to Jawar Jordan, who's gonna take it for about 2, maybe 3 yards. Maybe burrito. Yeah, burrito's also pretty good. Yeah, a lot of good options there. I like your food taste. Yep, it's gonna be the end of the third quarter, with the score being 17-10 in favor of the Texans. As far as momentum goes, though, it's been the Chargers game since basically the since half of the first quarter, but the final score is going to be what matters. So we shall see. All right, just on a commercial break, waiting for the game to resume. Oh, there's a place out here who makes a pulled pork sandwich inside a grilled cheese. Definitely going with that. All right, as you should. I mean, sounds like a really good place. And if they make the food good and has good reviews and everything like that, good pictures, I would definitely be enticed to try it out. With a side of wings, yep, my inner fat kid is excited. Glad we have this talk. Side of wings, though, is crazy. Yeah, I mean, I feel you there on the fat kid part. Just get extra everything, right? Um, Showing the AFC playoff picture. Everyone except us, the Steelers, Ravens, and Colts have clinched a playoff berth, but we do clinch a playoff game with if we hold and win this game. But that is going to be we're a long way from that. It's 1st and 10. CJ drops back to pass. He throws up. It is incomplete. Intended for Xavier Hutchinson. Looked like there was a chance on the one-on-one, but it was just too far out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd and 7. Did I say 1st and 10 earlier? I'm not sure. I forget what happened. It is going to be 3rd and 7. CJ versus man coverage is apparently 1 of 6 for 15 yards and interceptions, so that's not good. 3rd and 7. CJ is going to take the snap from shotgun. Or not really a shotgun. I don't know what that is, actually. Because the running back's kind of drops back to pass. He is going to throw, takes a hit, and it's incomplete. Yeah, CJ took a nasty hit there. Just threw it. Overthrown for Jalen Noel. They're going to call a flag. I'm not sure what that's about. Roughing the passer? Oh, come on. I know it favors me. It's a good one. That's weak. That's weak. Wait, let me see the replay. That's a good football hit. It's what the announcer's saying, too. Like, look, I know it favors me. It's good. Like, I'm glad we get the drive going. But that's a weak call. Even if it favors my team, I get exasperated at these absolutely weak calls. It was just a clean hit. CJ threw it. He got blasted. Like, what else was he supposed to do? Like, I mean, I'm glad about the play, but it's such a weak call. CJ's going to hand it off on 1st and 10. Sheriff Woody Marsh is going to take it for about 3 yards. If the Colts beat Jacksonville next week, will y'all win the division, assuming you win today and beat Tennessee? Yeah, so if Indy drops a game and we win out, we do win the division. So, yes, we would win the division, but seems unlikely given that the Jags get to play Phillip Rivers and the Tennessee Titans next. But, well, we play Indy in the final week, not Tennessee. May the defender hurt CJ's feelings while hitting him. Such a lame call. Yeah, it's 2nd and 7. CJ rolls to the right. Sorry, rolls to the left. No, right? Yeah, rolls to the right. My bad. And got Schultz, but Schultz got nothing on the play. So it's going to be another 3rd and long. A down where CJ has struggled. I haven't even seen the statistics, but I'm sure it is the case. Yeah, that's the only explanation. The defender hurt CJ's feelings. Yeah. 3rd and 7. My bad, had the schedule confused. Oh no, you're all good. Yeah, so it's 3rd down. Yeah, we play obviously the Chargers and then the Colts last week, and then the Jaguars play the Jags. CJ drops back to pass. Another incompletion. And this time, no bogus call to save us. Like, yeah, we've done nothing on offense, like, since the first quarter, basically. Oh my gosh. I mean, at least our defense is good, but our offense really needs to step it up. But yeah, we play, obviously, the Chargers, then we play the Colts in Week 18, and then the Jags get to play the Colts, and then the Titans in the final week. So, it seems very unlikely the Jags will lose another game. Oh, are we going to pin them? Oh yeah, we pin them right at the 1-yard line. You love to see that. That's a good special teams play. Good job by Tommy Townsend, the kicker. All right, well, it's 1st and 10. Chargers will have it at the 1-yard line. I think, yeah. Yeah, no, it didn't go out. It is important for our player to have not put a foot on the end zone, because that would have been a touchback, but just stayed in, pinned him at the 1-yard line. All right. Well, this is where championships are won, right? Our defense needs to continue to step up because our offense is not going to do anything. Like we probably won't score more than 20 points in this game. So, we need our defense to step up. I mean, Chargers need a touchdown, which is a better place to be in than needing a field goal because you have way more field to cover. Would have loved for Rivers to get one win, but probably not going to happen. Yeah, probably not. If we were to lose this game and then the Jags win against the Colts, we might not be playing for anything, to which we could just rest starters and then Rivers gets his win. It does seem unlikely, though. I do believe the Jacksonville game against Indy is in Indy, so that should help. And Phillip Rivers played really well against the 49ers, actually. So, but it does seem unlikely that Rivers gets a win in this league. Or, I mean, of course he's got wins in this league, but he gets a win this year in this league, I guess I should say. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens. It'll be an exciting conclusion to the season. Definitely looking forward to it. All right. The offense will be back on the field for the Chargers, that is. It's going to be 1st and 10. They're calling it at the 2 yard line. Herbert is going to be in the shotgun at the 2 yard line. Most likely, he's going to drop back to pass. He is going to throw. It is. He's brought down. I don't think it's a safety because of forward progress, but he definitely lost a yard, which is good. I mean, it's a good play. It's not going to be called a safety, I don't believe. That's close, though. It is actually closer than I realized at first. But I think they're just going to call it short. We almost lost him. It could definitely happen. That's true. All right, Herbert's going to be shotgun again. That's pretty interesting. Herbert's going to take the snap, drop back. He's going to throw deep. And that's way overthrown, intended for Quinn and Johnston. Yeah, I'm not sure, just given, like, our pass rush and everything like that, I would be very hesitant to have Herbert throw in that situation. I mean, now it's 3rd and 11, and you're backed up, like, you have to, like, I mean, you gotta try to get the first down, but, you know, I'd be very nervous, especially with the almost safety from a couple plays ago. I'd be very nervous if I'm the Chargers. All right, it's 3rd and 11 from the 1 yard line. Herbert's gonna have an empty backfield. Just don't allow anyone to get open. Drop back to pass. He's going to run. Was he past line of scrimmage? It's going to be a first down. I think he probably wasn't. It was very close, though. I mean, if anything, okay, they're saying there's a flag. It's going to be close. I think they're going to review that. Oh, it's 17-10. Missed the past 15-ish minutes. What happened? Wait, let me see what's happening here. Oh, yeah, I think they're saying that he threw it past the line of scrimmage. I think they did too, or he did too. Yeah, he was going to scramble. It was very close, but it does look like I guess his foot didn't go down yet, so he threw it before to Will Disley. By the way, what happened? I forgot. I actually literally just forgot what happened. I think like I have such a short memory. I do not remember what happened to make it 17 or to make it 10-17. Like they punched it in. I mean, I think it was a more slower, methodical thing. And yeah. I just I just remember they had it at the goal line and just kind of punched it in. Actually, Herbert had like a play action to the wide open tight end Gadsden, I think. But I think the Chargers got a nice drive and just punched it into the end zone. 2nd and 9, they're calling it. After I guess a play that didn't do much. So Herbert drops back to pass, facing pressure. He throws. It is going to be thrown out of bounds. So it's going to be 3rd and 9. Once again, a big third down for the Chargers. Oh, you know what? No, now I remember, because I remember the third down. It's 3rd and 14, and we allowed Herbert to scramble for like 25 yards. So, yeah. We've been allowing some big third down conversions this game. We don't need to be doing that. It's going to be 3rd and 9. Herbert will take the snap from shotgun. He is going to play clock at 5. He's going to take the snap. He drops back, facing pressure. He throws, it's caught, but he's going to be well short of the first down. Only gained about a yard, Omari and Hampton, that is, and I think they're just going to bring the punt unit out. I mean, you gotta. It's 4th and long. Field position would be great. You just gotta rely on your defense to make a stop, which, I mean, they probably will, but to be a punt. Can't really blame you for blocking that out. For blocking that out? Blocking what out? Maybe I missed something. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, there's probably some stuff that happened that you can't really blame us for, but a lot that you definitely can. So 17-10 still is the score. We're gonna go to commercial break, and when we get back from commercial break, we will see the Houston offense try out the field, probably go 3-and-out, maybe get like one first down, then go 3-and-out. Well, I saw Herbert scramble. Oh yeah, yes, the scramble. I don't know which one. He's had multiple of them. Or no, sorry. And his pass while evading a sack. I remember. Yeah. He had a good pass while evading a sack. The 3rd and 20 conversion. Blocking that out. I think it was 3rd and 14, right? It wasn't quite 3rd and 20, but yeah, Herbert's had some good plays this. He's had some good plays this game. Definitely can't deny it. Individually, we just got to close it out the rest of the fourth quarter and just, as I said earlier, even when we were up 14-0 at the very beginning of the game, I was just like, we just got to win. Like, it doesn't matter. We can, like, ugly it up or whatever. We just got to get the win. I mean, we haven't surrendered the lead yet, so hopefully that doesn't happen at all this game, but the delay is cracking me up. Yeah, the delay is definitely funny. All right. It is going to be, I think, 1st and 10. Yeah, because they just punted to us. It's going to be 1st and 10. 17-10, 10 minutes, 36 seconds left to go in the game. We're going to take the ball at the 45-yard line. 1st and 10, CJ will be under center. He's going to take the snap. He hands it off to Woody Marks, who is going to get a first down, I believe. Might have been short, but that's a good run nevertheless. Pat McAfee's Dookie song is stuck in my head. Well, I'm glad I don't know that song, because I fear it would be stuck in my head, too. All right. It is going to be, I actually can't tell. I think it's 1st and 10. I think they got the first down. No, they're calling it 2nd and 1. Okay, yeah, I think he was tripped up a little early. So 2nd and 1, CJ hands it off once again to Sheriff Woody Marks, who gets the first down, and we'll just continue to drain out some clock, and hopefully again to field goal range, where we can make it a 2-possession game and make it that much harder for the Chargers to come back and win. It's a catchy song. Yeah, I fear it. I fear it's so catchy that it would be stuck in my head if I heard it. So I'm probably not gonna go out of my way to look it up. But 5 seconds left on the play clock. By the way, CJ's gonna hand it off to Sheriff Woody Marks, who is gonna get about 7 yards. That's a couple good chunk plays by Sheriff Woody Marks. You like to see it. It's going to be 2nd down and about 3 is what they're saying, or not what they said yet, is what I'm saying, is what I'm projecting. We'll see what they actually say on the broadcast. 2nd and 3 is what they're calling it. Okay, so I was pretty accurate. Yep, 8:40 left to go in the game. Just continue to drain out some clock. Approaching field goal range. I don't think we're quite there yet, but we are getting there. There's a flag. A flag as the snap happened. So I'm not exactly sure. It's going to be gain of about 1 yard, but obviously the flag will most likely change things. I think it's an offsides. Yep. Okay, nice. Offsides, 1st down. You like to see it. Which player scores here? Probably Kaimi Fairbairn on the field goal, honestly. I don't think we're getting another touchdown this game. I don't think either team gets a touchdown this game. Unless the Chargers get it when we're up 2 possessions and they get it kind of like out of desperation. But I'm gonna predict our kicker, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get the next points. 1st and 10 for the Houston Texans at about the 31-yard line, so definitely in field goal range at this point. CJ will take the snap from under center. He hands it off, and he just gets leveled immediately by Khalil Mack. Wow. Khalil Mack still has something in him. Still has gas in the tank. Yeah, we just allowed him to break free and was just absolutely leveled. Sheriff Woody Marks was. That's a textbook tackle by Khalil Mack. All right. It is going to be 2nd and about 14. That was a loss of 4 yards. Got to make sure to not lose too many more yards because we want to get the field goal. So Sheriff Woody Marks, actually no, that's George Orr, my bad. He's going to pass to 30 to about the 25-yard line. Is going to gain about 10 yards on that play, making it 3rd and much more manageable. I mean, obviously we'd like to get 1st down here, but even if we don't, we're in very comfortable field goal range, so we should just be able to get it. And then the Chargers are going to have to score twice, score, then get the ball back, and then score again. Which is possible, but it's going to be very difficult to achieve. Especially since they have to score a touchdown at some point. Okay, so they're going to call it 3rd and 5. Big 3rd down here. Because I think if we get it, it's going to be very hard for the Chargers to come back. I'm not saying we clinch it yet. Okay, we're calling a timeout, I think. Yep, it's a big 3rd down here because if we get it, then we have another set of plays to either run out the clock or use up the Chargers' timeouts. So this is going to be a huge 3rd down here. Third and 5. How much time is left? That's a good question. Let me, once they pan to it, they're showing the with a win today scenarios. We basically clinch a playoff berth and keep AFC South title hopes alive if we win. 6:37 left to go in the game. 6.5 minutes. It's 3rd and 5. CJ is going to take the snap from shotgun, I believe. CJ is going to drop back to pass. He's under pressure. He throws, and it's incomplete. Yeah, definitely. He was under pressure. I'm glad it wasn't intercepted because he was just under pressure and just threw it. And threw it to nobody. So I'm glad it wasn't an intercept. I'm relieved because he's had a couple of those today. Yeah, just allowed a free rusher to come up. Intended for Jalen Knoll. Knoll was looking for a flag, but he's not going to get it. 4th and 5, it's going to be 44-yard field goal attempt. If he makes it, that'll be huge. If not, that'll be a bummer. Kick is up, and it's good. Comfortably. Kaimi Fairbairn has been very reliable this year, especially in these critical, at these critical points. 20-10, with 6:29 left to go in the game. It's still within reach for the Chargers, but does seem unlikely. It's gonna be an uphill battle for sure. So, good call with Fairbairn. Yeah, it's actually the one that's in parentheses. Fairbairn, Fairbairn. So win looks very likely, but I'm not gonna count my eggs before they hatch, right? Count my chicks before they hatch, whatever. I'm not counting them before they hatch. We still gotta hold them on defense and hold them multiple times, most likely. So we're not holding them multiple times. I mean, that would be great, but yeah, this is going to be very hard for the Chargers to come back from. They need to double their point total from the whole game to even catch us. And I mean, it's possible. We still gotta maintain the same level of intensity on defense. If we do, it's gonna be hard, but we'll see what happens. And yeah, good call. I mean, like, it's the predicted outcome, right? We're not gonna score a touchdown. It was always gonna be Kaimi Fairbairn. He's gonna take the kickoff return past the 25. Actually, not really past the 25. Got kind of stuffed out like the 24-yard line. So Chargers need a touchdown unless they get a field goal. They could get a field goal and then try to get the ball back there, but most likely they will be going for a touchdown. That is the LA Chargers. All right, Herbert's going to take the snap from shotgun. Actually, it's going to be an empty backfield now. It's going to be 1st and 10. Herbert drops back to pass. Has a clean pocket. He throws. It is caught by Ladd McConkey for a huge gain. So 1st and 10. I'm not sure where that was. Probably about the 40-yard line. Yeah, not ideal. We just allowed him to get open and get some separation. Let's see the play. Yeah, he's going to be at the other 40-yard line, 45-yard line. So they're already past midfield after one play. It's going to be 1st and 10. Herbert will take it from the shotgun. He drops back to pass. He is going to scramble and gain about 3 yards. Clock keeps running. John Christian Kaimo, whatever, Fairbairn. Yeah, he does have quite the name. He has quite the name, for sure. I'm glad he's fine just going by Kaimi. It's going to be 2nd and 8. The ref is doing something there. I'm not sure what he is doing. Yeah, what's the ref doing? The ref is just standing there, like... I mean, Herbert looks exasperated, as he should be. That costs him some time. Herbert drops back to pass. He throws. It's caught. Omar and Hampton. But number 39, Henry Toto, with the tackle, the textbook tackle. And I believe he's still in bounds. So it's going to be 3rd and a chunk. I don't know, like about 7 yards maybe. Yeah, that's a good tackle by Toto. Clock runs, 4:40 to go left in the game. He could go by John. I guess he likes Kaimi better because that's like his Hawaiian name or whatever. 3rd and 6 is what they're calling it. Herbert takes the snap from shotgun. He drops back to pass. Faces pressure, and he is going to be brought down by a host of Texans. Danico Autry in there. I think there's a flag though. No way. Daniel Hunter there as well, I believe. Let's see what the flag is. Oh my gosh, this is on us. It's illegal contact on Jalen Petrie. It's gonna be first down. Is oh my gosh, these penalties are killing us. All season, penalties have killed us. Like, we're not getting set. We're like, we're unnecessarily punching someone. Now illegal contact. The guy just grabs, like, penalties have really killed us. I'd say even more than the offensive line. Arguably, well, maybe offensive. Oh, that's full start. They're not gonna call it, of course. Yeah, that's gonna be caught inside the 10-yard line. Yeah, the Chargers have really turned it up a notch. I mean, they're gonna get the ball back because I know we're not gonna do anything on offense once they score a touchdown. We get the ball back. A Fairburn is also a style of knife used by special forces in World War II. Herbert drops back to pass. He throws, and Stingley in coverage. It is incomplete, intended for Keenan Allen. Yeah, I didn't know that. That's cool. A Fairbairn. No, guys, we have a World War II knife on our team. Yeah, Keenan Allen just cleanly covered by Derek Stingley. No flags or anything like that. If we can hold them to a field goal, that'd be huge. Because then they'll have to get a touchdown when they get the ball back. Couldn't remember where I knew that name from. Had to Google it. Okay. Herbert will take the snap from shotgun, second and goal. Drops back to pass. He's gonna try to scramble, but he is taken down by Wallace. That's a name I've not seen yet. But, I mean, everyone gets a sack. You get a sack. You get a sack. And you get a sack. Taken down by Wallace. Let's see. Yeah, Herbert tried to do some, scramble, but clearly... Are they calling it, was there... Did he get hit late? Is that what they're calling it? They're replaying it. I don't know. I fear that there was another penalty. Maybe not. First and goal. Oh, they already called it a penalty. I didn't even realize that. I looked away. Okay. I think we hit him late or something. Okay. Yeah, we are so unbuttoned. That's so crazy. First and goal, Herbert drops back to pass. He throws, and it's incomplete. Intended for Ladd McConkey. Yeah, this has been a very sloppy game. I mean, I guess I can say that, we had the roughing the passer that wasn't really a roughing the passer. I mean, CJ had they had the penalty that was roughing the passer that wasn't really. So I guess it goes both ways, but I'm not saying they're apples for apples, but it's just been it's been such a poor game by us. Herbert hands it off, and he's gonna get the touchdown. Omarion Hampton gets the score to cut the lead to 16, probably 17 to 20, and they will be waiting for us to go 3 and out and get the ball back with a chance to not only tie the game but potentially win the game. Because they could score a touchdown. They totally could. 3:37 left to go in the game, so we would need a few first downs to ice it. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Oh, yeah, that sounds about right. I've seen this movie. So he missed it. Okay. Well, that's good, I guess. Because when we inevitably get them the ball back, then they'll have to score another touchdown. There's a flag, though. Of course there's a flag. Oh, calling on the offense. Yeah, that's obviously declined. I don't know. I think the Zebras just want to be on TV
I think Puka Nakua has a point. People are saying that like, oh, he's going crazy or whatnot, and like, I don't necessarily agree with like what he's doing with like the streamers or whatnot. But one thing Puka Nakua got right is that the referees just want to be on TV as well. He's actually has a good point there. But yeah, allowed Omar and Hampton to punch it in. First play shot over the secondary here, Texans. We're probably not gonna like take a shot the first play. We're probably just gonna run it, get stuffed, and then do some stupid wide receiver screen and get stuffed on that too. I think that's a more likely outcome. So 20-16, which means that if when the Chargers get the ball back, they are gonna need another touchdown. And barring anything crazy, we will get the ball back. So Cameron Dicker, who's not having a great day, has cost his team 4 points up to this point. Um, is going to kick it off. 100% Puka was right about that. Yes. Puka may have not been right about everything, but that is one thing he was right about. The refs want to be on TV as well. Dicker's going to kick it off. Our return man is going to take it past the 25 to about the 26-yard line. It's to be 1st and 10, and really just matter of how much time can we drain and timeouts we can force and everything like that. It is going to be 1st and 10. CJ will take the snap from under center. Poor Dicker. Imagine how much grief he caught in school for that last name. Yeah, poor guy. He's going to hand it off to Woody Marks, who's going to get nothing. Going to get stuffed for about 0 yards. That's going to be 2nd down. And I think the Chargers call timeout. I don't blame them. They think they're going to come off the field and just need all the time they can get, right? Yeah, Dicker has cost his team 4 points, which if he doesn't, then it's a tied ball game, and they probably win with all the momentum and stuff like that. Honestly, I think the odds that we win are closer to 50-50 than I like. So we just gotta, like, there's no way we get a first down here, right? There's no way we do anything on offense. I'll be happy to be proven wrong, but I don't see us getting, like, a first down here. 2nd and 10, CJ's gonna take the snap from under center. Drop back to pass. He throws. It's caught by Nico Collins for a first down and then some. All right, I was wrong. I will happily be wrong on that. CJ with the play action pass. Always reliable Nico Collins for a huge first down. All right. You love to see it. Unless you're the Charger fan. If you're the only Charger fan, you don't love to see it. But if you're a Texans fan, you love to see it. It is 1st and 10. Clock is going to continue to run, so 2:50 left to go in the game and counting. CJ's going to hand it off to Woody Marks, who does nothing with it. I believe the Chargers are just calling a timeout. So at the very least, assuming we don't turn the ball over, which we gotta make sure we don't, it's 2:37 left. Chargers have 1 timeout remaining. They'll probably run another play. Basically, it's going to be 2-minute warning, and we punt to them, which means that the Chargers, and if we get a good punt, we'll pin them at like the 10-yard line or something. Worst case scenario, we like pin them at like we get a touchback and get it at the 25, 35. I don't know where a touchback is anymore, but basically they'll have 2 minutes, no timeouts, and have to score a touchdown. So be 2nd and 12. CJ will take the snap from under center. He's gonna hand it off, and Woody Marks is gonna gain about like 3 yards. Unless we pass and get an incompletion, which obviously if we're passing, we're going for glory, but if we The timing on that was too perfect. There's no way we get a first down here. Next play. Yeah, I should just keep saying that, right? I mean, we could go for glory here because if we get the first down, I think that ices the game, actually. Because then it would be 2 minutes with no timeouts. We could just kneel it 3 times. I think we might go for a pass. Come on, Houston. You're our only hope this season. You are pride this season. Don't lose this. How's it going, Steve? Hope you're doing well. Yes, we are the remaining hope for Texas football to make it out with a Super Bowl. This will be 3rd and 9. Huge third down. If we get the first down, that ices the game. Drops back to pass. He is gonna get sacked. The good thing about that is it keeps the clock running. So I'm actually... There's a flag, though. Wait, what's the flag? This could be huge. Illegal contact, first down. You like to see it. Now let's see how weak the call actually is or not. Oh yeah, he was grat. Yeah, I mean it is. The ref saw it. I mean, you can call it. I think that's a fine play or a fine call. Still not technically over because I think the clock stopped at the penalty, so we can still. So the Chargers has no timeouts. I mean, they'll get the ball back with like 20 seconds or something like that. So, and if anything, we could probably try to do some like longer plays, like long kneels, to like try to run out as much clock as we can. This play is just me handoff, doesn't really matter. Oh, he's gonna get close to first down actually. So he actually got like a yard short, maybe two. Sheriff Woody marks. So yeah, 2 minute warning. This is like, I mean, I think the chances we win are like 99% at this point. Yeah, to me, 2 minute warning. I feel pretty good about our chances to win this game, assuming we don't like fumble or anything like that. So we're only 2 yards away from the first down. Obviously, we get the first down, we ice the game. So rip Dallas, rip Texas, Texas A&M. But yeah, rip Texas A&M. Go Houston, go Texas Tech. Yeah, Texas Tech all the way, baby. Let's even this out just a little bit. There we go. All right. It's a big 2 minute warning here. Big play coming up. Yeah, I do like the play call on 3rd and 9 to try to go for glory. Um and even if we hadn't got the penalty, I wasn't too unhappy with the sack because it kept the clock running rather than just getting an incompletion and they basically like just said they'll have the 2 minute warning on their side, but it worked out. I mean, technically, by doing a pass play, we gave them an opportunity to have a penalty with the illegal contact. So I like to see it. I mean, assuming we win, which isn't technically over yet, but pretty sloppy, pretty sloppy game just all the way through since those 2 touchdowns early on. Um, Pretty sloppy game, but we'll take it. We'll take what we can get, right? As I said earlier, we just gotta win. Even when we were up 14-0, like just win the game. Just win the game. We'll be there if still a place for your team if you want. Hey Steve, if Pickens is wide receiver 1, we'll gladly take CD off your hands for next year. Yes. So I think they're replaying the. She curious with it. They're saying it's the right call. I heard the broadcasters were biased, but yeah, 2-2. We're one game into a 7-game win streak. Yes, right. Ask me what it's like being on a 7-game win streak. Yeah, that's gonna be first down. That's game over. Sheriff Woody Marks got the first down, I believe. Yeah, they're gonna call it 1st and 10. We're just gonna kneel it a couple times, and that is going to be game. The best team in the NFC South. All right. You love to see this formation, the kneel. The Panthers, my NCAA team, is Colorado or Notre Dame, so no hope there. Yeah, if you're not in the playoffs, then it's kind of, it's kind of tough. And hey, the Houston Texans have clinched a playoff game. You love to see it. The great Carolina Panthers. Maybe the Panthers will join us. I mean, imagine like we clinch a playoff game and then the Panthers clinch a playoff game next week or tomorrow. Um, Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. Victory formation, playoff sealed. Oh yeah. Khalil Mack keeps trying to do something on the kneel downs. Quite funny. But yeah, why are we arguing? We don't need to be doing that. Let's just enjoy the game. Let's just enjoy each other's presence. We clinched a playoff berth for a third straight season. And D'Amico Ryans and CJ Stroud are only the third coach quarterback combination to make a playoff game in their first 3 seasons. I think they were saying the other two were Pagano and Luck and Harbaugh and Flacco. So definitely happy to be in their company. And yeah, we're at 11 wins. I think that, yeah, we're at 11 wins, right? So that improves our win totals from the last 2 seasons with a game to go. And it'll remain to be seen if we can catch the Jags for a division. They do have a game against the Colts tomorrow. If the Colts manage to win, then that does put us in the driver's seat to take the division. Although we would have to beat the Colts the following week. But we clinch tomorrow if we win and Tampa loses. Then the Red Rocket starts week 18. Yeah, you like to see it. All right. Well, I am very happy about that outcome, obviously. Not necessarily happy the way we got there. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. Not necessarily happy with how we played since those 2 touchdowns, but ultimately the team to score the most points in the game wins, and we did just that. Cameron Dicker really cost the Chargers. Again, he left 4 points on the table, which would just be, which would have made the game much more different. NFC South is a garbage division for sure, but that's exactly why CD should come over and make us the definitive best. Right. Yes, exactly. So, yes, you love to see it. Houston Texans back in the playoffs. Uh, yeah, I mean, I'm happy. I'm a happy Texans fan today. I'm really glad to see. And yeah, thank you, appreciate it. It'll remain to be seen what we get to play for next week. I'll be a massive Colts fan tomorrow. Seems unlikely that the Jags will lose another game, but who knows? We could still take the division. It's still possible. It's still in the balance. This was a huge win we got against a playoff caliber team. And we continue to be the hottest team in the league. We have the longest winning streak in the NFL at 8 games. We'll likely extend to 9 going to the playoffs. So I am very happy about that. I'm very happy about that outcome. So such a good win to see. Thank you all so much to everyone who stopped by. Definitely Steve, Midnight, Joel, Sudoku was here earlier. Had someone else earlier. I think who was it? I think they just recently subscribed as well. Teddy was here, Jason Finch as well. So shout out to you all. Congratulations, Houston. Please make a good run, please. Yeah, we'll try. We'll definitely try. I mean, we might have to go on the road most likely, but definitely, definitely gonna do our best. We'll see Where are we seated now? Because I think we jumped the Chargers at this point, since we have let's see what the playoff picture says. I don't think they've shown an updated graphic on TV. So now 7 seed. No, this isn't updated. um, what's the updated playoff picture? I think we jump the Colts. Not the Colts. Of course we jump the Colts. Let's see. Well, we now have 11 wins. We jump the Bills because we beat them and the Chargers. So that means we're at the 4 seed? No, the 4 seed's obviously the Steelers, right? So we're at the 5 seed. Chargers 6, Bills 7. So we'd be playing the Steelers at this point. Although that might change when the Bills win. Actually, I do want to see NFL playoff predictor. Let's do that. That might be a better way to do it. So, let's see. So now we're the 6th seed. Okay, we're the 6th seed because Buffalo is still the 5 seed. How is Buffalo ahead of us if we have the head-to-head? Is it? I guess maybe it's just like since there are like multiple teams in that tie. That means that that means that there's like some other tiebreaker. I'm not exactly sure. I'd be lashing out too if my team was already eliminated. Yeah, right. Sorry, I did miss some stuff. The cards are written for the AFC. GG's to the Ravens and Colts. Heck of a season for them. Congrats to the Texans. Congratulations, Houston, make a good run. How about you lose to Seattle and Tampa, get a better pick? On that note, we pass. The NFC East is just trash right now. So let's say that tomorrow. Now the Bills have a big game against the Eagles. I'm gonna predict the Bills to win. And then I assume Jacksonville wins. So yeah, it looks like we'd be the 6th seed playing the Jaguars at in Jacksonville, which I mean I'd be here for. I mean it'd be a good like you could call that the de facto like AFC South championship game, even though technically the Jags would have won the AFC South. If we beat them in the playoffs, then like who's really the AFC South champions, especially if we go over there. So I'm really happy to see that. All right, well, I can sleep better at night knowing we are a playoff team. It'll just be a matter of can we win the division, can we get a better seeding or whatnot, and yeah, with that said, I think I'm going to sign out. As I mentioned earlier, I will be on a camping trip starting tomorrow for a couple days. So the Eagles can lose out and they're still in it. Yeah. I will be heading out. So tomorrow, if there is any content, it will all be Isaac, soloing, which I assume he is going to do. So Isaac will be here to react to everything that goes on, and yeah, we'll probably have our predictions out like Wednesday or Thursday, something like that, since the week 18 games don't start till probably Saturday. So that'll be pretty fun. And yeah, thank you all so much for stopping by. We really appreciate it. If you're here and haven't done so yet, feel free to hit that subscribe button. We'd really appreciate it. Good night, y'all. I hope your tomorrow is better than it has any right to be. Yep, same here. Really appreciate it. And yeah, just take care, y'all. Have a great rest of your day. Have a great rest of your weekend. And on that note, we'll call it